What's up? What's up? What's up, beautiful people? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. It is the second Monday of March. Welcome to Marriage Monday. I am your girl, Coach Deshawn, your marriage communication coach, here to give you tips, strategies, tools, all of that good stuff to bridge the communication gap in your marriage, 7 years plus. Now, if you're a newlywed, I'm still here for you. I got you, right? So come on in. You know how we do. Happy Monday. Go ahead and get your notebook, your pencil, pen, marker, whatever you're going to write, take notes with, because this is what we do. In order for our relationship to work, me and yours, the coach and client, in order for us to work, you're gonna have to do the work. And it is Move It March. It is doing the work. This month, the theme for this month is we're moving. We're moving forward. Moving forward. Y'all. Okay? No more excuses. Moving forward. Y'all see the sun? The sun is shining. It's a beautiful day, y'all. It's a beautiful day here in the A. It's a beautiful day every day. But it's that pre-spring weather. Y'all know I love me some spring. I love me some spring, right? So come on in. I'm not gonna keep you long. So go ahead. And again, I am your girl, Coach Deshawn, your marriage communication coach, here to give you tips and strategies on bridging the communication gap. And we're talking about this week. Now, this month, we're talking about strengthening the foundation. And last week, we talked about laying that foundation. Well, this week, we're talking about patience and how you respond, the patience, kindness, all of that wrapped in one. Because again, it's still connected to communication, y'all. It's still connected to communication. All right. So listen again. We're talking about bridging that communication gap, and let's do it. Let's get ready. So listen. Number one, patience ain't just about waiting. It ain't just about waiting, y'all. All right. So listen, when you are waiting, it's about how you respond. I got my notes. Y'all. I'll be so proud of myself. Yeah, because again, I'm trying to tell you, communication, you may have a few challenges in communicating with your spouse, but that does not mean that your marriage is over. And I want people to understand, especially in these days, I want y'all to understand that your marriage is not over. It is not over. You just got a little bump in there, and that's okay. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here to bring you strategies, tools, resources, all of that, so that you can know how to bridge it. But with activities, with steps, all of that good stuff. Your marriage is not over. Okay. So again, patience ain't just about waiting. It's about how you respond. So let's keep, y'all know how I do. I don't like stressing. And I don't want to stress you, right? So I'm not going to stress you with complicated, because it's not complicated, y'all. It is not complicated. Communicating with your boo is not complicated. Comprehension goes along with that, and that's what we miss that mark. We miss that comprehension mark, right? And then we're trying to do so many other things with communication. It's not hard. So what do I always tell you? I don't like to be stressed, so therefore I'm not going to stress you, right? Because it's not complicated. But let's keep it 100, right? Patience in marriage isn't just sitting quietly, uh-uh, while your spouse gets on your nerves. Okay, sometimes your spouse will get on your nerves, but that's it. Y'all, come on. It's about choosing to respond with grace, not frustration. And that's the part where we forget. We choose out of frustration. We choose to argue and start arguing out of frustration versus responding with that grace, right? So my thing is, are you listening to understand, or just waiting to speak? Going back to before, we talked about this before. You're so ready to respond. You're not even listening. You don't hear anything that your spouse is saying, because you already have the answer that you want to get out already before they can even finish the sentence. You're ready to respond. So you're not listening. So are you listening to understand, or just waiting to speak? Like, I talked about this before. You sit up here with your boo. You can't wait till they finish, right? You just like antsy. Your facial expressions all twisted up, this, that, and the other. You're not wait. You're not patiently waiting. You're really ready and waiting to respond out of that emotion with that frustration. So you're not listening. You're not actively listening to your partner. I'm just saying. We're gonna keep this 100 because y'all, we keep tiptoeing around the stuff, and then we're wondering like, okay, well, I can't talk to my spouse. I can't do this, that, and that. Yes, you can. What are you doing? Are you listening to understand, really understand what your partner is saying? The conversation, what they are trying to talk to you about, or are you just waiting to speak? You don't care what they're saying. You just waiting. Y'all know the deal. Come on. When emotions rise, do you breathe through the moment or blow up? Talk. I keep trying to tell y'all. Y'all gotta pause. You gotta breathe and pause again, breathe again, and then get ready to talk. Y'all don't want to do that. Y'all think I'm playing. I'm trying to tell you. You gotta pause. You gotta take a moment. You gotta count to 5. You gotta count to 10. And if it's not that time to have that conversation, exit, come back, revisit it at another time. It's okay. Now, again, I'm not talking about those urgent conversations that you need to have. The urgency and maybe, for emergencies or whatnot. I'm not talking about those type of conversations, right? You should be on one accord when it comes to the emergency type of conversations. But I'm talking about in general. If you're trying to get something out and you're just like, oh, he ain't hearing me. He's scrolling. He on Facebook. He doing this. Or he talking to something, right? So therefore, guess what you're going to do? You're going to wait. You're going to wait until the time and the vibe is right. You know what I'm saying? Until it is right, because again, it may not be the right time to have a conversation, that conversation. It may not be that right time. And it's okay. It really is okay. I'm trying to tell you. So when the emotions start rising, the emotions start rising, this ain't the time to rise up. Okay. This is where you're supposed to breathe, pause, breathe, count to 5, count to 10, bring it down, so that you can have that conversation with your spouse. Yo, it's not hard. It's not complicated. It is not meant, communication and comprehension is not meant for you to be fussing with each other over conversations that you need to have. Okay. Number 3, can you slow down and give your spouse room to process before reacting? Whew, let me read that again. Can you slow down and give your spouse room to process before reacting? Just what it says. Just slow down, bring it down, slow it down, chill. When you're having these conversations, be in a chill mode. And again, I'm not talking about those urgent conversations. There are some conversations that you got to have right then and there, maybe due to the children, maybe due to a family member or something, an emergency or whatnot. But if it's something that it's needed for the household or whatnot, some decisions have to be made. Listen, it's going to get done, but you need to be in a good space to have these conversations. You don't want to be in a space where your emotions all over the place. You frustrated. The day has been just one of those days, and you just don't know how to do, what to do, how to do whatever. And then you start having these conversations with your spouse. That's not a good time. That's not a good time. And I don't care what anybody says. It's not a good time. You can revisit the conversation. Wait till everybody calms down. Have the conversation over some food. Y'all know, have it over a good meal. You'll be surprised. You will be surprised, right? But you can bring it down and it's okay. So this is what I have for you. I want you to put this in action. Patience in action, right? So next time a disagreement happens, I want you to pause. That pausing is golden, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. Pause, take a deep breath, and check your tone before responding. Small shifts make big differences. That's just it. So I told you, I'm not trying to stress you. Just do the Take that pause, just pause, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Count to 5, count to 10, but bring it down. Just bring it down and then check your tone because yeah, sometimes you can be sarcastic in your marriage and it comes off as sarcastic and condescending to your partner. That's not cool. It's not. I know what I'm talking about. Okay. All right. Number two, you guys. Number two. Number two. Um, uh-oh, let me see. Here we go. So listen, kindness ain't just for strangers. It starts at home. So we're quick to be so kind to others outside of our home, you guys. So listen, this is what I say. We're quick to say thank you and smile at a stranger, but are we bringing that same energy, warmth, and appreciation to our marriage? What we do out there, if you're kind to folks at your job, you're kind to folks on at a meeting, you're kind to folks all over the place, but then you come home with this stank attitude, funky vibe, like just off, just that ain't cool. Do your words build up or tear down? Are you showing acts of kindness like a small note, a favorite snack, a random I appreciate you? Or kindness isn't just even things kindness isn't just when things are good. It's choosing love when you're even when you're irritated. Mhm. Even when you're irritated. Um, listen, even when because your irritation could be because of something out that happened on the job, could be something that happened in your business or whatnot. Don't bring it home. Don't bring it home to your spouse. They don't know unless you talk to them about it. But even then, it's not fair to your spouse. Kindness in action. So like this week, I want you to intentionally do this. Do one kind thing a day for your spouse and watch how it shifts the mood in your home. I'm trying to tell you. You're not going to do this next week. You're not going to do this next month. You're going to do it today. You're going to start today, right? And what did I tell you? In order for all this to work, you have to practice it. You have to practice it. You can't just wait until something happened and be like, oh, Coach T told me to pause and breathe. Yeah, that means you were supposed to practice because that it may not work on that situation right now. I'm just saying it may not. But if you have it in motion, when you practice it daily, every chance that you get, guess what? It's going to naturally flow when that time comes. So again, the kindness, bring it home. The kindness that you're showing the people out there, bring it home. That's part of that patience. That's part of that communication. Don't get home and get all stank. Don't get home and get funky with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. That's your boo. Why would you want to do that? Bring that kindness home. In fact, your kindness at home should top the kindness out there. Like it should flow. Your kindness at home should flow into the streets out there. So don't bring that funkiness home. Chill out with that. Yeah, chill out with that. Okay. All right. Number three, you guys. Number three. Um, Listening ain't hearing. It ain't just hearing. Listening ain't hearing, right? So listen. Um, it's understanding. Let's be real. Just because you heard your spouse doesn't mean you were listening. True listening means giving your full attention, no phones, no distractions, no TV, none of that. When you're talking to your spouse, you're attentive. We talk about this all the time. That active listening, that's all it is. It's actively listening. I'm paying attention to what my spouse is saying, right? Giving your full attention, repeating back what you heard. So what I hear you saying is, yeah, I don't know why people keep dismissing this, but it's not being sarcastic. It's not you're actually asking your partner. So what I'm hearing is, what you're saying is, let me understand. You're really trying to get some clarity and understanding of what your partner is saying. It's not hard. It's not hard. So repeating back what you heard. So what I hear you saying is, what's so hard about that? Nothing. It's nothing, honestly. And responding with love, not defense. Y'all, we take offense to everything. That's your boo. You shouldn't be offended. You should be able to have that conversation. You should be able to come together and say, listen, I need to talk to you about something. Are you available? Can we talk? Can we, just got something that I need to talk to you about. It's not hard. It's only hard if you continue to say it's hard. Remember, those words have power, and we talked about that. These words have power. So, this is what I need you to do, listening in action. Today, I'll challenge yourself to have one 5-minute conversation where you fully listen without interrupting. Then see how your spouse responds. That's your challenge. So you have like 3 things to do today. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when you get mad. Not when you get mad. You're going to do it today. You're going to put it into action. Okay? So you're going to listen in action. You're going to have a conversation where you're going to get to practice this, right? You're going to be attentive. You're not going to scroll. You're not going to watch TV. You're not going to deal with the children or your anything at work. You're not going to be on your computer or anything. You're going to be attentive. And then you're going to intentionally do one kind thing a day this week. You're going to do it. Do a kind thing. Listen, the way things are happening, y'all, we don't have time for grudges. We don't have time for attitudes and frustration with your spouse. Y'all been together 7 years plus. What are you mad about? Like again, as I stated before, if you are having some issues, some marital issues, there are resources such as marriage therapy. I'm a coach. I practice moving forward. Marriage therapy is talking about resolving those back issues, right? And if you feel that you need that, do that. Go to marriage counseling, marriage therapy. But if you're ready and you're like, okay, we're just having these little issues, the communication is off a little bit, that's where I come into play at. When you're ready to strengthen your marriage and that communication in your marriage, it's nothing to be ashamed about. All of us have to do that. There have been times where we all have had to say, you know what? Oh, wait a minute. Our communication is a little bit off. Okay, it's okay. I know some people and these know some resources. I got Coach T. She got some things, some resources for us, some steps, some strategies. Let me connect with her. Let me connect with her at iamtrinettelcollier.com/services. That's what we're gonna do. Because again, your marriage is not over, people. It is not over. I keep trying to tell y'all. Your marriage is not over. I have some phenomenal, just like absolute great activities. The TLC Dream Board, where you have to get your vision together for your marriage, right? I have the TLC Unwind Couples Cruise, y'all. Go ahead and book that. The last day to book it, to get the absolute best price is March 31st, 2025. And this trip is booked for next February the 12th through the 16th, 2026. Listen, we're going to have a good time. So go ahead. Those are activities for you and your boo. Then, of course, I have the TLC couples coaching. And then I have the complimentary fireside chat each month. This month is on the 22nd of March from 5 to 7 online, private. And when I say private, meaning it's not zoomed out to the public. It's that close online community for married couples. Spaces are limited, so let's go ahead and register. And it's free. It's free. So listen, there are no excuses. Your marriage is not over. It's not. You just got a little bump, little challenge, communication challenge, and it's okay. And it usually comes from the comprehension. The comprehension. We're always quick to say they don't communicate. They ain't communicate. But really, are you understanding, comprehending what your spouse is saying? And that's what's happening. We're not comprehending because we're so ready to respond. We're not actively listening. We have all these emotions attached to it. We don't know how to stop, pause, breathe, and take a step back. We don't know how to do those things. We do, we just don't want to. I know. Y'all don't want to hear that. I got you though. I know you don't want to hear it. I understand. I understand. You don't want to hear nobody telling you you got to pause and count and breathe because you want to get what you need to get on out. That's what it is. But guess what? This is part of bridging that communication gap. Sorry, but not sorry. Okay. So listen, tomorrow join me for Talk It Out Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as I give you more on the patience and kindness in your marriage as we said as I give you how to, right? Give you how. So again, make sure you have your notepad, your pencil, get ready to take the notes. I'm going to show you how on tomorrow for Talk It Out Tuesday. Okay? So I told you I got you. I got you. There's no need to fret, no need to get all upset, no need to be like, you're going to pause, you're going to breathe, you're going to take these notes and you're going to put them into play. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when you get mad. You're going to start it today. Okay? You're going to start it today. And again, if you are ready to strengthen your foundation and continue building that foundation, connect with me at iamtrinettelcollier.com/services. And it's right there. The TLC Unwind Couples Cruise event is there. The fireside chat is there. The couples TLC Dream Board experience is there. The it's all right there. And then I have the blog that's up along with some freebies that you can download. Like you can download freebies. Like just yeah, I told you I got you. Okay. So until tomorrow, you guys, until tomorrow, I want you to I want you to be light. I want you to be easy. I want you to be peace. I want you to be cool, chill. The sun is shining. You might be a little sleepy today, but chill out, y'all. That's the TLC vibe. All right. Until tomorrow, I love you. Peace.